it was the first time that I was like, wow, like things can happen, crazy things can happen to people. You don't have to have all the money in the world. You don't have to have all the resources in the world. But sometimes you get lucky.
Oh, yeah.
And so, I'm getting all emotional.
Welcome to Sun City SITREP. I'm your new host, Jesus. Don't worry, guys, it's okay. DJ is perfectly fine. He's actually helping us behind the scenes. You would see him if we had behind the scenes camera, but hey, we are growing. So if you want us to have behind the scenes, give us a like, comment, and share this video because we really want to grow and grow with you. But anyways, today we have a really special guest with us. She's quite famous in El Paso and she's really growing. She does a lot, but I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
Hi, thank you for that awesome intro. So yes, my name is Gisselle Lopez. I do a little bit of everything. I'm an entrepreneur. I currently have a clothing brand named Desert Diva. I am also Miss El Paso 2024. I'm an educator, I'm a musician, and I'm a singer as well. So
Wow, you're quite
kind of weird bio
of humans.
Sí, un poquito de todo.
Yeah, exactamente.
Yes.
Wow, okay, that's incredible. So we have a lot of to begin with.
Yes, a lot of topics.
So let me ask you. You mentioned that you are Miss El Paso 2024.
Yes.
Congrats on that.
Thank you.
I've kind of saw a little bit of your story going into like that step, but I'm not sure if you want to like kind of tell us a little bit of how you got in there.
Yeah. So pageantry, pageants y todo eso, modeling. I barely started. I've actually only been doing pageants for like a year and a half now.
Wow.
And it all started because I just wanted to learn how to walk in heels. And I just wanted to be more confident. Así siempre, una mujer siempre sabe que con un tacón, you always wanna, it always makes you feel a lot more powerful, you could say. And so I tried it out, and to my surprise, I ended up winning the title. It just evolved into something super special. Pageantry has taught me a lot about my community, about El Paso, and how to help other people. So it's been crazy. And then I got the chance to compete at Miss Texas as well. So that was even more, different level. But nonetheless, it's been really special. I'm actually gonna give up my title in like 3 weeks. The new Miss El Paso is gonna come around soon.
Oh, give up the title? How does that work?
So you are crowned and then you reign for a year. So you're like essentially Miss El Paso for a year. Y luego ya el siguiente año lo entregas, you give the next girl the title.
Interesting. So there cannot be like multiple wins for the same girl?
No.
Interesting.
So once this is done, this is it. I can't be Miss El Paso again. So, sí, nomás una vez y ya.
Just once in a lifetime?
Yeah.
Well, congrats that you made it.
Thank you. Yeah. Yes, it's been really special for sure.
Oh, I bet.
Yes.
I bet. But even if you're not planning on, well, if you cannot win Miss El Paso again,
yes.
Are you planning on still like being around that kind of world of pageantry?
Honestly, I don't know. Right now, for sure, this next year, I kind of want to focus a little bit more on my personal projects, such as like my clothing brand, a little bit more on my music and stuff. Just to kind of expand on different areas of my life. So por ahorita no, pero yo soy muy loca. So de repente se me pega y lo hago otra vez y luego ya, pero no, por ahorita digo que no.
Okay.
Por ahorita digo que no, sí.
Muy bien. I mean, you mentioned you have a lot of projects going on.
Yes.
I'm not sure which one is your truly passion project, or all of them your passion projects.
I feel like I'm really passionate about a lot of things, and it's really hard because growing up I always heard you have to stick to one thing, you have to do one thing, y nomás una cosa, y con esa te tienes que enfocar. And that was super hard for me because I am passionate about a lot of things.
Oh yes, I get it, don't worry.
So if anybody's listening right now, don't let people tell you you can only do one thing. You can do it all. Just manage your time wisely, and work hard.
Yeah, that's actually really good. But I get it.
Yes. No,
I'm
yeah.
not sure if it was also my ADHD or also my passions, but I also have always had
You're
like
like,
multiple projects
ando
going
todo
around.
ADHD out. Y...
Exactly.
yeah. Well, I mean, whatever works for you, man. You know, use your ADHD to your advantage.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But okay, regardless of, all of these are essentially your babies. But I mean, let's be
Yes.
honest. Even though parents say that, oh, I love them all the same, we all know there's a favorite kid all the time.
I know. I'm my mom's favorite kid.
Oh,
My parents.
okay. Are you?
I have 3 sisters, so
Really?
I already know I'm the favorite.
That you're the favorite? Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Bold move, but I like it.
Yes. Pero no, sí. I do have a special place for, I would say 2 things. I have 2 favorite babies. I've been singing my whole life. So desde chiquita, it's a very special project for me. It's a special journey because I got a lot out of music, and my family was super supportive of it too. So that's a way that me and my parents bonded a lot. So music is always gonna have a special place in my heart. But also my clothing brand Desert Diva is like my new baby. It took me a lot of hard work and a lot of sacrifice to even be able to purchase my first line, solita, hacerlo todo bien, because it's a lot of legal stuff. And so that kind of has a really special place in my heart, and it's kind of the one that I'm working on the hardest at the moment.
I can totally see that. Yeah, I mean, we can see right now on the screens.
Yes, I'm actually wearing it right now. I'm like little promo.
Oh, really?
I'm wearing it right now.
So you're wearing right now your own product?
Yes.
Wow, okay, I gotta give it to you. They're
yes,
great.
you have to be your biggest supporter.
Exactly.
You know, all the time.
If you're not your biggest fan, then
Yeah.
Sí,
no, nadie lo va a querer más que tú. Entonces, pues, I wear it all the time.
Okay, and I'm kind of interested. I mean, you said you have a lot of passions, but what drove you into fashion?
Fashion, essentially, it was music. Everything
Okay.
ties it back to music. So whenever I had presentations or gigs and stuff, I could never find outfits that I liked, honestly. So could never find things like this. So as you can see, I'm pretty sure it was hard to miss whoever picked me up at the front. I just know for a fact they knew that was Gisselle because I was dressed really extra. And so it was really hard to find things like this. And dije, ¿sabes qué? If I can't find it, I'm going to have to make it. I'm going to have to do it myself. So it all started off with that, with finding outfits that I could wear on stage when I performed.
Okay, wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
Wow, congrats.
Thank you.
Honestly, like, you really are already up there with the famous pop artists that
I know,
are
like, todavía me falta
no,
mucho,
I need
pero
my own wardrobe to like
Sí.
do my show.
pero te lo agradezco, pues ese
I mean, honestly, yeah, your
compliment.
clothing it's pretty good.
Thank you.
But-
Yeah, it's all bedazzled, very girly. That's why I called it Desert Diva, because you know it's the desert and I'm a diva. No, pues sí, I guess it's just something to kind of really para que las mujeres se sientan así como that extra sparkle, that extra shine. And so I really hope that my clothing brand brings that out in women and in girls. So
I'm sure you're gonna be able to do it.
Yes.
But as someone who's like really proud of the roots and coming from Juarez,
Sí.
we all know who's the one that rules there. We have a Divo.
Oh, yes.
So, is there any plans on expanding yourself to like Divos?
Oh my God, that connection was awesome. Juan Gabriel. No, sí, cierto. Well, that was also kind of like the reason why I named it that. Because I feel like I want to grow it. I want to grow it as much as I can. I want to, you know, reach Nashville, reach Arizona, la Ciudad de México, o sea, todo México. Claro, eso sería un sueño, la verdad, que would be amazing. Y pues sí, no manches, la conexión estaba bien chida, Juan Gabriel, el Divo.
Of course.
Sí.
I mean, I'm sure if he were still alive, you would have El Divo. de
I
Juárez.
would give him all the outfits for
Exactly.
free. For free, you can get them all. But yes,
I mean, I
primeramente
see all the
Dios.
sparkly and I'm like, I totally see Juan Gabriel here.
The connection,
Yes.
yes. No, sí, luego pues, bueno, yo crecí cantando mariachi, entonces pues con más ganas, ¿no?
Yes.
Sí.
All right, so you say all of these things like kind of connect to singing. So
Yes.
let's dive into that.
Okay, yes.
So you say you have been singing since a kid. How old were you when you started singing?
Honestly, it's super funny. My mom has like home videos of me when I was like 3 years old, 4 years old singing. So desde chiquita, I always liked it. My mom was the one that kind of inspired that in me. She loves singing and she loves dancing. Ella también es de un ranchito en México. Ella es de Torreón de Cañas.
Okay.
Y ella tenía muchos sueños. Ella tenía sueños de ser maestra, tenía sueños de ser cantante. Y pues se cruzó para acá muy chiquita, muy jovencita. Mi mamá tenía 16 años. And she was a young mom. And so she always tells me, she's like, I feel like I live my dreams through you. So she's kind of what inspired me to start singing and inspired that dream in me for music.
Wow, that's incredible. Is she also, even though it's not music, but it attaches to your mom, is she also the one that inspired you to be an educator then?
You know what? Yes. After a while, I didn't know that it was her dream to be a teacher after like already majoring in that career and diving deep into education. And then she told me, she's like, oh, yo también quería ser maestra. And I was like, oh my God, no way. So it's pretty cool that I get to connect in that way with my mom. And I hope to inspire her. I feel like dreams are never too late to be accomplished. And I know she could still accomplish those dreams now.
Yeah, I totally agree. As long as you breathe, you can always achieve them.
Yes, exactly. Sí, aunque, o sea, con vida todo se puede.
Exactly. Yes. But wow, okay. Honestly, congrats on all
Thank
of your
you.
accomplishments. So you've been singing as a kid, and then you grow up. What is the stepping stone that you went from like this being a hobby to this becoming like a path to your career?
Yes. So I guess it all started off with the age of 14. Well, actually 12. Cuando tenía 12 años, I joined a local competition here in El Paso, and it was called Solo Tu Voz.
Oh,
And
Solo Tu Voz. Yeah, I
sí,
remember.
you remember that?
Yeah, the
Sí.
copy of La Voz.
Sí. El copyright de La Voz. Pues así empecé. Entonces mis papás me inscribieron and I tried it out and it was so cool. Like it was like my first time ever stepping on a stage, my first time ever singing in front of an audience, and I just completely fell in love with it. And I ended up getting second place. So, I mean, I didn't win, but I won in the sense of I gained some confidence. Como que dije, okay, second place, that's not too bad. Like, maybe I'm a little good. Yeah. So I was like, you know what, maybe I'm a little good at this. And so I kept going, I kept going. Y de ahí siguió algo de las cosas más padres que me han pasado en mi vida y más grandes, que fue estar en La Voz Kids. So, cuando tenía 14 años, mi mamá me inscribió para La Voz Kids, mi papá y mi mamá. Y they took me, my dad and my mom, they sold menudo, they sold all their belongings to kind of like get that money and take me to these castings, because sadly here in El Paso, there's really not a lot of opportunities in that sense, or in that time. En ese entonces no había muchas cosas. Ahorita siento que está creciendo mucho más. Pero en ese entonces no había muchas cosas. There wasn't a lot of stuff. So we drove to Houston for this casting, and I ended up getting the call back. And so me and my mom, we ended up flying over to Orlando, to Universal Studios, and we recorded there. So I conocía, no sé si sabes quién es Pedro Fernández.
Yeah, of course.
Pedrito.
Yeah.
I met him. Él fue mi coach. I met Daddy Yankee.
Oh, he was your coach.
Sí, él fue mi coach.
That's great.
Y a Natalia Jiménez también la conocí. Entonces, no, that experience just completely changed everything for me. I feel like during that time I had this mentality of you can only go so far because you're from here. Like, nomás hasta aquí porque eres del Paso y en el Paso no pasan muchas cosas. O nomás hasta aquí porque, no, o sea, you don't have the money, you don't have this, you know? I would kind of set limitations for myself. And I feel like that experience kind of like changed a switch in me. I feel like it was the first time that I was like, wow, like things can happen, crazy things can happen to people. You don't have to have all the money in the world. You don't have to have all the resources in the world. But sometimes you get lucky.
Oh, yeah.
And so, Mia getting all emotional. And so yeah, that completely changed my life. And I just kept going. I kept going with music, and it opened so many doors for me still to this day. And like I said, I guess that's my baby, music. So that's kind of how it started. That's how the whole music thing started.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yes, yeah, it was a good experience.
It does sound great.
Sí.
I mean, you went from the copy of El Paso of La Voz to the actual real La Voz.
That's so funny. You're like, sí, esa era la
jump.
copia. Yeah, that's true. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you're essentially right. I mean, I've always told my friends, because I'm more involved in the movie industry.
Okay,
outside
film and all that?
Yes, film.
That's super cool.
And I always tell them, because, well, El Paso isn't, like you said, isn't that big yet.
Sí.
But it's growing. And I always tell them, like you said, it's a matter of luck. But it's not just your luck. Like, it's when luck meets the effort that you're putting into it.
And hard work.
That's when it turns out into, like, that opportunity that just skyrockets.
Claro, no, sí. And a lot of sacrifice, too.
Yes.
I feel like it's a mixture of all that. Sacrifice, hard work, and luck. And you can accomplish really big things. Not just because, estás en El Paso, aquí en Juárez. No, like, we hear crazy stories. Hablando de Juan Gabriel era de Juárez. And so the artist he became and just the household name he is was a mixture of all of that. Hard work, talent, and, o sea, más que nada, perseverancia, de seguir picando piedra.
I mean, you're essentially becoming that as well.
Oh, I pray. I really pray. But yeah, I feel like it flicked a switch in me, and I think that's something that I'm very passionate about advocating, is that good things happen to people. Like, crazy things can happen to you. Don't limit yourself to small dreams. Like, dream big, you know? Go hard, or what is it? Go big or go home.
Go big or go home.
Siempre, I'm always butchering quotes. I hope that's how it goes.
It's all right. If not, we're gonna, like, put somewhere in here what you
Sí,
meant.
I'm
But
like,
it's okay.
what's it called? My Spanish and my English me traicionan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you just want to throw Spanglish and
Yeah.
you get none of the...
Exactly. That's what happens to me.
Yeah, I totally get it. Don't worry. It happens to the best of us.
Yes.
But I don't know. I'm still amazed at how your story, like, plays out.
Thank you.
But so then now we, like, fast forward all the way to, like, current times, and you say you have a band.
Yes. I
So
have a band.
talk to me about your band.
So my band is called Tribes. And in between all of that crazy transition from Levels to other shows, I did other TV shows. Like I said, I never stopped. You know, I heard no's and I lost, and it was hard, but I never stopped. So I kept going, and I ended up meeting this guy named Mike. And shout out to Mike. Mike, he gave me an idea. He essentially was like, hey, you know what? I have an idea. What if we make, like, a rock mariachi band? So incorporating, like, drums with traditional mariachi instruments, like violin, trumpet, todo eso. So just mixing it together. And at first, it sounded kind of scary, but it sounded super cool. I was like, let's do it, man. So we did it. We started developing the project in 2018. And so desde que yo tengo 18 años, we've been developing it, and it's been crazy. It's been a really cool experience, and I always learn from the band. Like, everybody that's part of the band, we're 8 people. Everybody is so talented. Cada quien aporta su granito de arena. And It's really cool. It's crazy. Pero pues no creas, a veces sí la gente no le gusta. It's not your typical, not your grandma's mariachi. Yeah.
Yes.
Sí,
yes.
sí, no es tradicional.
Yes. But I mean, you're essentially trying to appeal as well to like the new generation.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Exactly. I feel like cuando, o sea, la primera vez que pusimos el video, the very first time we put the video out, the very first song, we got like really supportive comments, but we also got a lot of really backlash. Sí, así de que ¿qué les pasa? You're butchering like mariachi, eso no es mariachi, ¿por qué estás cantando en inglés? Porque hay canciones que, o sea, canto en inglés, pero es con instrumentos o estilo mariachi.
Yeah.
So a lot of people were really offended by that. But I feel like es un poquito de mí. It's a little bit of who I am. Because my mom is from Mexico, my dad's from Juárez. O sea, mis papás vienen de ahí. Inculcaron eso en mí. But then also, I grew up in El Paso. So it's kind of like, I have Mexican roots in me, but I also am American, you know? I have American roots in me too. So it was really cool to kind of dabble with that idea and with that identity.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, you're essentially the mariachi Hannah Montana, you know? The best of both worlds.
That's cool. Voy a usar esa. La Hannah Montana del mariachi.
So do you do original music or do you do covers of like rock bands and stuff?
We do a little bit of both. So, you know, of course, with the mariachi, there's traditional songs y no puede faltar unas cancioncitas de Selena o así. So we do a little bit of both. We have those traditional mariachi songs, but we also do our own. So, like I had mentioned to you before, we have some songs that are written in English, o sea, cantando en inglés, but with, you know,
the
mariachi instrumentation. So it's a little bit of both. And I think that's why it's so fun, because I still get to kind of do the traditional stuff that I fell in love with, but then add a little bit of mixture and something different too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we cannot do it right here, but honestly, after this, is there anywhere we can hear your music?
Yeah. So, well, the Instagram page is called Tribes TX. And on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, todas esas plataformas, you can look up Tribes TX and you can hear some of our stuff there. Okay. Hopefully you guys like it.
All right, I'll look forward to hearing after we're finished with this episode. But yeah, I'm curious, is TX for Texas?
Texas.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, because there's already a band named Tribes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they're in the UK though. So we're like, dang, they took it from us. So
are they also
we had to add
band?
Texas. No, I think they're more like indie. I'm not too sure. It's like indie something, like jazz, I think. I'm not too sure. Pero ya nos habían robado el nombre, so we had to put TX on it. Yeah.
I mean, it's okay.
Yeah.
As long as you become bigger than them, it's all right. You can buy the name later.
I'm like, let's collab, guys.
Exactly.
Tribes, TX, and Tribes. Let's all collab.
Perfect. There you go. You see?
I'm already throwing my pitch out there.
Yeah, so in case they get to see this video,
I know, I'm like, Tribes, the original ones in the UK. If you're listening to this, let's collab.
All right. If it ever happens, guys, you know Sun City SITREP made it happen.
Yeah, you guys made it happen. You guys pitched the idea.
Exactly. But putting a pin on your music career, you said you also are an educator, correct?
Yes.
What type of educator?
A teacher. So
high school, elementary?
Right now, I'm working on my special education certification. So it kind of branches out to every grade level. I still haven't decided what grade specifically I want to do. But that career itself is so fulfilling, and it's like, it's so fun. I love it. I never thought that I would lean towards a career in education or special education, but I ended up kind of just like falling. O sea, God's timing is crazy. God's plans are always changing. And so I ended up working with a unit in high school, and I just fell in love with it. I fell in love with the career itself. So it's always nice to have something like that in the back of your, in the back of your pocket. I value education a lot. And so it was really important for me to get a degree. For me, I'm not saying that everybody has to take that path or it makes you any less successful or any less special. But for me, it was something that was very important to accomplish. So yeah, education is very valuable to me.
That's great. I mean, I can totally see it. After all, you're becoming one of
Thank you.
Who's going to pass on the education, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and then pues my parents didn't really have that opportunity themselves to even be enrolled in school or anything. So
you're a first generation?
I'm a first generation.
Congrats on that.
Yes, thank you. And so con más ganas, my dad was the first person to graduate from high school in his family. So he always tells me that as children, we always kind of have to take a step further than our parents. So they kind of lay the foundation and we just kind of build on top of it. Mm-hmm. So eso me daba mucho esfuerzo. And that's essentially one of the main reasons why I decided to continue, my education. And I hope to further it as much as I can. I hope to further it. No sé en qué, ¿verdad? Pero en algo, yeah.
You'll figure it out when you get there.
Yeah, I'm a hot mess, man. I do like everything. Yeah. Pero sí, I value that a lot too. So I don't know. It's a little bit of both. Entrepreneurship, value it. Education, value it. I think it's just what works for a person. Whatever works for them, just follow your heart and follow that path.
Most definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Sí. Yeah. Did you study? Did you go to school?
Yes, I did.
Are you currently in a film major?
Yes, I studied. Well, I actually also was like you, like I
a first
wanted
gen?
to. Yes, also first gen when it comes to here. But I studied graphic design and marketing.
Oh, that's super cool.
Because I knew that was gonna pay my bills.
Yeah.
But my passion has been film.
Yeah.
So that's why I also studied film.
You have to kind of
Yes.
The job you have right now, sometimes it's just that stepping stone towards your dream, pues ya tengo graphic designer pues for Desert Diva.
There you go.
Yeah, that's super awesome. Congratulations. And being a first gen is not for the weak. Not obviously we have it a little easier than our parents. We're very blessed, but sí hay cosas que tienes que navegar that are difficult, so
yeah,
props to you.
Mostly because you are gonna be the one that, I mean, not really for me, but in your case, mm-hmm. I assume you're the eldest sibling.
Yeah.
So you had to also had that create the step for your siblings to follow.
Yeah, I did. I have 3 sisters, so we're 4 girls. Very crazy house. Hasta nuestras perritas son mujeres. My poor dad.
Wow, he's the only man in the house.
Yeah, well, we have one dog. His name's Duke.
Okay.
We have one boy on his side, pero even our cat's a girl. So, yeah, my poor dad. No wonder he's always so stressed. Yeah. He's always so stressed, man.
I wonder.
You're like, I wonder why. 4 girls.
Duke can only do so much.
Yeah. No, yeah. But yeah, that's also a big factor for me as well. I wanted to be a good example for my sisters because I know that they're watching. So my younger sister is actually on the path of becoming a nurse. My other sister wants to be a dentist. Y la chiquita todavía, pues ella está chiquita, so she still hasn't figured it out yet. But all of them as well, they're all in early college. They're all heading towards that path. And it's really nice. It's really nice to be able to help them out. Mm-hmm. Fill out the FAFSA and all that stuff. Because, girl, I was Googling my way. Oh, girl, sorry. I always call everyone girl.
It's all right. Don't worry.
I was Googling my way through FAFSA. But yeah. Sí, es bonito.
We all did.
Yes, right? We all probably...
Yes.
Typed in some crazy information on Google.
Exactly, and then just prayed we didn't got anything wrong.
Yeah, I'm like, please don't steal my social security right now.
Yeah. What? Okay. you've talked about how important your family is,
Yeah.
and like how it's like essentially the core of all of essentially all that you have done. And I think that's like one of the major values and aspects that you actually get to like experience here in El Paso. That you don't get to experience like, I don't want to like emphasize anything, but like you don't really get to experience it outside, like more out in the United States. So now that you are like honestly just climbing up these mountains, what do you hope to like do or inspire or like put out there for like your community here in El Paso?
That's awesome. I can agree with that. I feel like that is something that we take kind of for granted a lot of the times, that we are so close to our family here. Honestly, more than anything, I just want to just be a role model to other girls out there and have them see that crazy dreams can happen, education matters, and to just keep fighting for your dreams. I feel like that's kind of my main purpose here. It's really nice to get messages and stuff like, oh, mi niña chiquita, like she saw you sing once and now my little daughter wants to sing too, or oh, she saw that you're Miss El Paso, so now she wants to be Miss El Paso. Little things like that make it all worth it. So I think I just kind of want to be like a living, breathing example of what a young woman or like a girl can do. So
yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Mostly like you said, like back then when you were starting to like come across these paths,
yeah,
El Paso wasn't really, I mean, honestly, it wasn't even in the radar when it comes to the entertainment industry.
exactly.
But it's been slowly growing. I mean,
Yes.
we literally just in the past year got a feature film with DiCaprio.
That's awesome.
So, I mean, it's slowly growing, and
Yeah.
modeling's growing, music is growing here as well. What kind of are your expectations for like that environment when it comes to like the entertainment industry? What do you
Yeah.
expect, or what do you hope for?
I hope that people here in El Paso just support each other more than anything. I feel like sometimes we think that there is only limited opportunities, and that means that only limited amount of people can accomplish things. O sea, ya nomás esto es y nomás esta gente la va a hacer y ya. So I hope that, of course, opportunities arise here in our city, but more than anything, us as people, us as individuals here living in El Paso, start collaborating with each other, start supporting other projects. I feel like there is enough for everybody out here, and a lot of us have dreams, a lot of us have the same aspirations, and if we would just work together and just support each other, I know that we could make, a lot of noise here in El Paso. I always love to live by the quote of collaboration happens at the top, competition happens at the bottom, because I really believe it. I feel like if we just kind of put our, ¿cómo se dice? Like our issues to the side, our insecurities to the side, and just lend a helping hand and collab with other people, I think really cool things can happen.
Oh, yes. I totally
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah. And pues sí, I hope more opportunities arise for local artists as well. More, I feel like venues here would be cool, like workshops and stuff. Like, I think that would be really cool. I think that would help out a lot of artists here in El Paso.
It would.
Yeah. See, like a workshop of even editing, things like that. You should do one. A graphic design workshop. You're like,
That's a good idea. I mean, we
yes,
can get
you
it
never
going.
know.
Yeah.
But I think that would be cool. I think that would be cool to see here in El Paso.
Yeah, exactly. Like, help, I guess, the younger creatives who are
Yes.
like wanting to like come up, like help them up.
Exactly. Yeah, because we were once that person,
yeah.
Like somebody once gave me the opportunity. Somebody once gave me a lending hand. So I hope that in the process of trying to get to the top, I can help someone as well.
I think, honestly, I think that's a really admirable and humble like way of seeing it. Because like
Oh,
you said, I
thank
mean,
you.
most people who are like I mean, we're not at the top yet, you know?
Yeah.
So, like you said, it becomes more of a competition. Like, why is this girl getting more likes?
Yes.
Or why is this girl like? Why did she already sign with like a studio?
Yeah.
When, like,
And what about me? You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or like in your case, when you were like becoming Miss El Paso, I mean, that was a literal competition.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like many people are just on that competition mindset. And yes, I agree. Like, at least when it comes to like film, like one thing that got inrooted of me, it's like film, it's all about collaboration. Like, you don't have to be like competing like, oh, I'm gonna do this. And
yeah, because what are you gonna do with the camera and yourself?
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
you need a team.
You need a team.
And essentially, I also agree with you. Like,
team.
In order to like be able to like grow and be the best, you might not need a team if you're gonna be like, let's say, a model.
Yeah.
Because it's just you, essentially, it's your image. But you need to create your community around that's gonna boost you up, you know?
And that's something that very early on, you know, a lot of people told me, you have to, first of all, build a good team. A good team. And I think that's where I'm in the process of right now. I feel like as I've gotten older and I've gotten to meet more people here in El Paso, I've gotten lucky enough to meet a lot of people. And if you just talk to people and ask them questions, you'll find out stuff. Como like if you would have never shared that you're a graphic designer, I would have never known, you know? In the future, now I know. And if si se presta, like, te voy a hablar a ti. So I think that's very important. Like, just talk to people, ask questions, put yourself out there, and opportunities and stuff will come.
Oh yeah, you never know which doors will open as you go along.
Yeah. No, yeah. And another thing is, like, doors are gonna close, and that's okay. Find a window, you know, find other ways to work towards that goal. So I feel like that's what I would love to see more of.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
And talking about goals and what you want to go like see more of, I want to know, what exactly are we like your fans and the people that's looking to you? What can we expect more from you then? Like, what are your next steps?
Okay. I'm like, I feel like I'm just like a firecracker. I feel like se me prende una idea and I'm after it. I'm after it. But I think some of my biggest goals this year is focusing on my brand, focusing on Desert Diva. So a lot of people can expect a lot more bedazzled, cute outfits. And I want to give myself the opportunity to release those songs that are sitting in the drawers, and just keep growing, just keep evolving. I want to continue to get to know more people in El Paso, get to help each other out, keep collaborating with more people. So who knows? I mean, I've met so many models and stuff with pageantry. I might even continue, doing some fashion shows and hosting some of that. So I love just kind of experiencing new things.
Yeah.
And so I also really value giving people those opportunities. So stay tuned to me hosting fashion shows and stuff. So if any of you girls are out there, guys or girls, that have dreams of, being musicians, being singers, being models, anything, I encourage you guys to follow me, because I just kind of like to connect people and give those opportunities to people if it arises. So follow me, girls, guys, for modeling, for fashion shows, because I need models for Desert Diva.
Oh.
Yeah. So más que nada, claro, cosas para mí, pero me encanta brindarle cosas a otras personas también. Because essentially, we can help each other get to the top.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, as you climb your way to success, I mean, you never mind lending a helping hand to like push them up as well.
Sí, claro que sí. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's honestly exciting. So, about your brand though, do you have like a physical store, or like
it's in the works? I'm so excited. Yes, it's in the works. So as far as getting the stuff right now. My website should be up in a couple weeks.
Okay.
So it's desertdiva.shop. But here in El Paso, I am hoping to have a location in April. So stay tuned. Primeramente Dios, todo lo pongo en las manos de Dios. And so we can expect to see that very soon.
That's exciting.
Yes.
Wow. Well, I really hope.
Thank
and I'm looking
you.
forward to like seeing that store.
Thank you. Te voy a traer unos bedazzle jeans para ti.
All right. Sounds
So you
good.
can interview people with your Juan Gabriel jeans.
Exactly. I don't mind. I don't mind. Being able to like embody El Divo.
Exactly. Yes.
Exactly. Plus, will that technically mean that I would get the first outfit for Divos?
Exactly.
Okay,
That's
great,
true.
great. There you go.
I'm gonna have to make a special order for the guys here at Sun City.
Awesome.
No se
There
queda
you go, guys.
atrás. Acá tú. You too, man. Yeah? Yeah, todos. Everybody.
We're gonna be pretty bright.
Desert Divos. Exactly. Yeah.
The Sun City SITREP Divos. What do you guys say? Yeah. Leave a comment if you like that name. We can change your name.
I know
right?
how.
We can
I'm like,
legally. All right. We'll see about that. But yeah. But honestly, it's really amazing what you're doing.
Thank you.
We are really looking forward to like seeing what other things you're actually like gonna get to.
yes. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you giving me this spot, giving me this time to talk a little bit more about myself and about my projects. And thank you for what you do for El Paso. I know it's a lot of people don't get to tell their story that often. So the fact that you give people the opportunity to sit here and talk a little bit about their dreams and their aspirations and their story is awesome. So thank you for what you guys do.
Oh no, it's our pleasure, honestly. Like that's Sun City SITREP's like goal to like boost out El Paso people, and like as like you said, as we help them, they also kind of help us. So like we all create like this community where we
Yeah.
are gonna get to the top.
Yeah, this community that just supports each other.
Correct. But anyways, before we leave, is there
Yes.
anything else that you would like to say, or anything else that you're working on, or a message that you have for anyone that's gonna view this video out there?
Well, I want to first of all thank everybody that supports me. Thank you to my mom, my dad, my sisters, my boyfriend, Pobrecito. He's out here carrying all the bags and taking all the pictures. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. And to all the support and all the messages that I get on social media, I read them all. And I'm just so thankful. I'm so thankful to God for giving me this opportunity. And I hope that I continue to contribute even just a little bit to the city of El Paso.
And El Paso is really looking forward to see what else you do.
Thank you. I'm a crybaby, so don't mind me.
It's all right. Don't
Always
worry.
cry. I always cry.
As far as we know, crying on YouTube videos always gives you
It
more
does
views.
good.
Yes.
But honestly, I did kind of good today. I didn't shed a tear. I just got a little
It's all right. We're still rolling. There's always time.
I know you're like, llora, para que nos des más views. No, yeah, but I appreciate the space and thank you to anybody that made it to the end of this video. I know we both appreciate it.
Oh yeah, definitely. But yes, with that said, guys, if you really like this video, of course, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, and please share it with everyone you know. But with that said, we'll see you on the next video.
I heard her get in the dryer. I heard her.